Just got back from a business trip and found my slippers wet. The razor in the bathroom had been moved. My pajamas in the closet had clearly been worn. And worst of all, a whole box of condoms from the nightstand was gone. I kept my cool, grabbed my phone and sent a message. Get the building manager on the line, pull every second of security footage from the past 2 days, and keep it quiet. Nobody needs to know about this. Next day at the office, the surveillance email was already sitting in my inbox. I clicked it, scrubbed through the footage, crystal clear, timestamps accurate. Sure enough, starting 3 days ago, some guy had been coming and going from my apartment. The last clip cuts off about an hour before I got home. Elevator doors open, and there he is, arm around Liu Ruyan's waist, walking out like he owned the place. Right there in the hallway outside my front door. They're kissing like the world's ending. Liu Ruyan even slid her hands inside his coat, more forward, more into it than I'd ever seen her. I recognized him right away. Yang Lin, Liu Ruyan's new assistant. I'd seen his resume. 25, studied abroad, 6'1", good looking. The video froze on the frame where he's leaning down to kiss her. I closed the window and leaned back in my chair. Then, knock knock. 2 knocks. Not hard, not soft. Door swings open. It's Yang Lin. Light gray suit, perfectly tailored, every hair in place. Sharp, effortless arrogance, the kind only a young guy can pull off. Almost lazily cocky, folder in hand. Mr. Li, Liu always asked me to bring over the year-end bonus confirmation list. She needs your signature. He walks up to my desk, sets the folder down, no small talk, and just stands there waiting. Posture perfect, but his eyes drift right past my face and land on the bookshelf behind me, like he's running some pointless errand. I looked up at him, completely calm. He even gave me a little smile, something unreadable in it. Usually Liu Ruyan delivers these documents herself, or sends a secretary. I glance at the total and sign. She runs HR and finance. I've always trusted her with that. But today, I reached out and took the folder. Flipped through it page by page. Bonuses from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands, all in line with the company's performance this year. Then I hit the last page and stopped. Yang Lin's name, followed by a very long number. Year-end bonus, 1 million yuan. And in the notes, a single line. Plus 1 vehicle. 1 million, a BMW 7 Series, for an assistant who'd been here less than 6 months. I stared at that number for 2 full seconds, then looked up. Yang Lin was watching me. That faint smirk deepened, a flicker of impatience in his eyes. Any issues, Mr. Li? Still polite, but with an edge. Liu always is waiting to head out. I picked up my Mont Blanc, uncapped it, held the tip right over the signature line, without signing. Yang, you've been here almost 5 months now, right? My voice was flat, nothing in it. 1 week short of 5 months. I didn't say another word. I signed. Thank you, Mr. Li. He took the folder, flipped to confirm the signature, and closed it. Right as he turned to leave, I caught his lips moving. Fast, no sound. But the shape was crystal clear. 3 words. Old bastard. He didn't even bother pulling the door shut. I stayed in my chair, slowly clicked the pen cap back. Click. Sunlight came through the window, landing on the corner of my desk, a little too bright. I pressed the intercom. Close the door on your way out. Yes, sir. A soft click, and the office went quiet. I stared at the minimized surveillance email icon on my screen, hovered my finger over the mouse, and didn't click it. 10 minutes later, the front desk called. Mr. Li, Ms. Liu and Assistant Yang just left together. They took your Porsche. Got it. I hung up and stood. Walked to the floor-to-ceiling window. Down below, the black Porsche Panamera was easing out of the garage, merging into traffic and disappearing. The glass threw my own reflection back at me. Suit and tie, no expression. A few minutes later, I opened the in-car surveillance app. Clear picture, clear audio. Yang Lin's left hand on the wheel, right hand resting casually on Liu Ruyan's silk stocking-covered thigh, fingers brushing back and forth. Liu Ruyan had one hand on his arm, face tilted up toward him, eyes soft, cheeks flushed. That proper cream-colored pantsuit she'd worn to the office, jacket stripped off and tossed in the back seat. Just a silk blouse left, top 2 buttons undone. Not even a trace of the composed, professional woman from earlier. Just now, Liu Ruyan's voice came through, soft, with a barely-there nervousness. He flipped through a few pages, even paused on mine. How is that? You scared? I was just a little surprised, that's all. Liu Ruyan shifted closer to him. He never used to look twice at anything I submitted. Just signed it every time. Are you worried he noticed something? Yang Lin shot her a glance, smirking. Relax. That old man's got nothing in his head but business and money. Always grinding for the next million. No idea his own house has been on fire for a while now. Green hat glowing like a damn neon sign. Liu Ruyan swatted him lightly. God, you're terrible. Yang Lin laughed, hands sliding up, fingers dipping under the hem of her skirt. Oh, I can be way worse. Want to hear it? Yesterday you were the one in my ear saying, "Stop it!" Liu Ruyan clapped her hand over his mouth, face even redder, eyes practically sparkling. Red light. Car stops. Yang Lin caught her hand, pulled it to his lips, kissed her palm, then turned and kissed her for real. Not a peck. Deep, slow, the kind that doesn't let go. Liu Ruyan pushed his shoulder once, barely, and then just melted, arms pulling him closer, kissing him back just as hard. I watched the whole thing, face blank, until the car behind them laid on the horn. Green light. Yang Lin finally let her go, licked his lips, and hit the gas. Liu Ruyan settled back in her seat, fixing her hair and blouse, still catching her breath, still flushed. Hotel set? All set. Our usual spot. Suite with floor-to-ceiling windows, river view. You love that place, right? Liu Ruyan murmured softly, hand drifting back to his thigh, tracing small circles. What about my reward? I had to do some serious juggling to make those numbers work. $1 million plus a car. Almost couldn't get it past the dinosaurs on the board. My Ruyan's always the best at this. Yang Lin reached over and pinched her cheek, eyes loaded with unchecked hunger and satisfaction. I'll take good care of you tonight. The car rolled into the heart of the city and pulled up to a 5-star hotel. I'd seen enough. I closed the app. 7 days later. Company banquet. The ballroom was all sparkle and crystal, glasses clinking everywhere. I was at the main table making small talk with the board, eyes drifting toward the entrance every now and then. Liu Ruyan and Yang Lin were the last to walk in. Side by side, Liu Ruyan in a wine-red off-shoulder gown, makeup flawless, though that flush on her cheeks hadn't quite faded, like she'd rushed straight here. Yang Lin right beside her in a midnight blue velvet suit, that young, restless energy on full display. Deliberately so, even. I watched from across the room, exhaled quietly through my nose, took a sip of wine, and said nothing. Chairman Li, the company had a great year. You should be enjoying this. You're right. I smiled and drained my glass. A few rounds in, the energy in the room really kicked up. The MC hit the stage and hyped up the main event, the year-end bonus ceremony. The place erupted. I straightened my jacket, walked up, took the mic. I let my gaze move slowly across the crowd, every face lit up, buzzing with excitement. Liu Ruyan sat at the main table perfectly composed, except for the hand on her knee, which had quietly tightened. Yang Lin sat right beside her, spine straight, that barely there smirk on his lips, all confidence, all cool. First, I said, voice carrying through the speakers, thank you all for everything you put in this year. Thunderous applause. I worked through the list, name by name. Every employee came up with both hands out, big smiles, all thanks. Bonuses from 5 figures to 6. Everyone looked thrilled. Yang Lin watched the whole time. When one mid-level manager walked away with a 200,000 bonus, I caught him curl the corner of his mouth, barely concealed contempt. He leaned over and said something quiet to Liu Ruyan. She pressed her lips into a small smile and patted the back of his hand. Natural. Intimate. A few people nearby caught that. Eyes lingered. Yang Lin didn't pull back. If anything, he sat up even straighter, like he was quietly savoring the attention. Regular awards wrapped up. I raised my voice. And now, the moment everyone's been waiting for. The Special Contribution Award. 1 million cash plus a BMW 7 Series. Dead silence. Then the whole room erupted into chatter. Everyone knew what this award meant. Guesses started flying. Zhang VP, the marketing director Wang. Then someone whispered, could it be Assistant Yang? He's basically Ms. Liu's right hand. Yang Lin clearly heard that. His smirk widened, eyes glinting. Liu Ruyan quietly smoothed her skirt, keeping that polished smile in place. I picked up the gold envelope and slowly tore it open. This year, our company welcomed a very special new member. I let my eyes sweep across the room. He joined the R&D department less than 6 months ago. And yet he led the core algorithm breakthrough on the Starry Sea project, saving the company nearly 10 million in costs and opening up a brand new technical direction. Whispers rippled through the crowd. Yang Lin's smirk slowly froze. Liu Ruyan's smile disappeared. I kept going. Young, but with rare talent and relentless focus. Low-key, but delivering results that speak for themselves. By unanimous vote of the board, this year's Special Contribution Award goes to... I paused, eyes landing directly on Yang Lin's face. The color had drained right out of him, that smirk still frozen there, like a cheap mask about to fall off. I looked away and said it loud and clear. R&D Department, Qin Xiaoyu, Special Contribution Award. The room exploded. Spotlights swung over to a quiet table in the corner. A young woman, black-framed glasses, ponytail, shot to her feet, completely blindsided. Her co-workers gave her a push. She snapped out of it and stumbled up to the stage. Yang Lin's face, in that exact moment, went full-on dark. Shock, humiliation, pure rage, all blended together. He clenched his fist, knuckles white, that proud posture caving inward. Eyes locked on Qin Xiaoyu up on that stage. Liu Ruyan clearly panicked. She turned fast, pressed her hand onto Yang Lin's arm, lips moving quickly, whispering something urgent. He looked like he couldn't hear a word. His chest was heaving. Liu Ruyan got desperate, reached under the table and grabbed his hand, fingers lacing tight through his, trying to hold back whatever was about to blow. I watched every bit of it from the stage. Qin Xiaoyu made it up to me, still looking completely dazed. I handed over the award plaque and the car key model. Her hands were shaking when she took them. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chairman Li. Thank you to the whole company. You earned it. I smiled, shook her hand, gave her shoulder a pat. The crowd stayed on its feet, cheering, clapping. Qin Xiaoyu hugged her award, face tomato red, bowing over and over. She stumbled through her speech and floated off the stage. I cleared my throat and raised the mic. Everyone, If I could have your attention for a moment. The room settled, all eyes back on stage. The year-end bonuses have all been handed out, but tonight, there's one more very special award. A curious murmur moved through the crowd.